I'm back. Hey, Jewel reading real quick. What's up, Destroy? I saw James dumpster diving behind a Goodwill. Why is people trying to cover James? How do you wear that around your neck and still practices? I love the way you say but. Girl, you. Thank you. Yes, I've had a tough life. Raised 5 children single, trying to step into my soul's purpose now. Oh, I'm catching up. So like sometimes when I'm doing the reading, when the chat's moving fast, I don't get to see all of the comments. Am I going to date Kenzie and Summer at the same time? Destroy. You with Kenzie? I see you making that off. I see you still flirting with Kenzie. I see y'all still talking. You with Summer? I think Summer feels like she's basically the only one. Next with Kenzie, I see you repairing things with Kenzie. Next with Summer. Summer might, okay, whenever you're repairing things with Kenzie, Summer feels left out. So like sometimes she feels like she's the only one, but other times she's like, Summer is connected in a sexual way for sure. So like she pays attention whenever she feels like she's not getting affection. Okay. Ultimately, I think that you might, I'm not gonna lie, Destroy. I'm not saying if it's right or wrong. I do see you kind of dating both of these women. At some point it might bring you stress though, because at some point you might get caught up. Because I heard somebody, Barbara, this is Shirley, I think they might talk to each other. How are you so spot on? I heard so caught up. So Destroy, you can date both of them. However, at some point the cat's gonna get out the bag and Barbara gonna talk to Shirley, and it's gonna cause you a lot of stress and chaos. And then eventually you might lose both of them. They're gonna have to meet soon. I'm just saying, sometimes you try to keep both of them like that and you lose both of them. So that guy's first message is always going to James. Like and subscribe to the channel. Yes, thank you. I'm still on the other live by accident, so I'm gonna try to join this one. Damn, your mamacitas. Appreciate it, Jules. You're welcome. Miss Cleo, call me now. Call me now. Shout out to, I saw 85 of you guys on the chat. I would appreciate if you guys double tap the live stream and subscribe to the channel. That guy's first message is always going to James. Where is James? Fine girl. Hey, you guys. Hey. Welcome back to the live. We're going to start some questions in a second. I appreciate you guys being here tonight with me again. Part 3 of our lives. We get cut off sometimes, but we're back. I bet you can't make your elbows touch. It don't matter if I make my elbows touch. Look what's touching. I'm a write for James. Jeremy, you're writing for James? How? Looking plump. Hey, you guys. Welcome to the live. So, yeah. I don't know if Tune's in the chat. He said, oh, share some, use. Welcome. We got some people from Nepal in the chat. Welcome. I just burped. James back in the chat, y'all. Who was it that said it don't matter, James is going to get the first message? Who said that? Should I wait till her birthday to move towards romance with Jasmine? I don't think you and Jasmine seemingly are on good terms. So maybe it's good to try to thaw the chicken out before you just try to show up unannounced on her birthday, if that makes sense. When it comes to you and your relationship with Jasmine, it's not showing in the energy of y'all two. I don't think you feel like y'all on good terms. So what would she expect? I think she might think that you might regret what you did, or you might get karma for what you did. She would like to heal the situation though. So is she open to heal the situation? Yes. Is she open at the moment? She feels like she's being wronged. Does that make sense? So I think if you were to start warming up the chicken, unthawing it now between you and Jasmine, I think by her birthday, I don't know when her birthday is, by the way, but I think it would be more ideal for you to do it that way to get back in good standing with her. She would heal the situation. But if you do nothing, she's going to say to herself, oh, he's going to regret this. Something bad's going to happen to him. He missed out. Like, she's not thinking the best as far as you missing her. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you pick up what I'm putting down. Hello, Bonita, Mexico. Welcome to the live. So, yeah. Take her shopping. She'll be okay. You know what I'm saying, King? Like, he's waiting to do something for her birthday. I think he needs to warm up the chicken with her right now. Maybe it's a reason why I keep saying chicken. So maybe you do need to, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Jasmine do answer to money. But you do need to unthaw the chicken between you and Jasmine. You can't just, y'all know how mad y'all mama will be when she already told you to unthaw the chicken. She get home and that chicken ain't unthawed. Sometimes it's not about the initiative. What's the preparation? So maybe with you and Jasmine, maybe work out the preparation. You can't just show up uninvited out of nowhere and be like, hey Jasmine, happy birthday girl, let's go out. She might be like, she might just feel like just off the strength of, you know what I'm saying? But I do see her being open to heal the situation. Maybe ease yourself into that with her. Jewel just got home from a long day at FedEx warehouse. It's time for me to go. Welcome to the live. Santos, illegal pretending to be legal. No manches, amiga, estás bien, or more so. Welcome to the live. How much you drink with no chaser? Oh, just Tune. I drank Tune. You see this? This is like I poured this much. And I drank like this much without a chaser. So I think I drank a lot without a chaser. I think I drank a lot without a chaser. I'm trying to hydrate now though. Nice Marilyn Monroe picture. That Netflix movie was about her was good. I haven't seen it yet. Charlie Kirk fanfic. Can you sing I Am Charlie Kirk in the chat? Thank you for the super sticker. Can you sing We Are All Charlie Kirk? So yeah. She's back. I'm back. What am I drinking on? Some Timana. Where is that? I'm drinking on some Timana. Terrimana. Some Respado. Respado, get the bottle. Resposado, get the bottle. They stay open. You just have to read the room. She's back. Say Miriam, please. Welcome to the live. The big ol'. You're back. Welcome back. What happened when I was gone? A lot. Pain, what's up? What's good? What kind of cards are these? They're the modern witch tarot deck. I'll be honest, I got it from Barnes and Noble. I got that deck from Barnes and Noble. Any other mods besides James here? Miss Bunny's here. Tune's here. I love your beauty jewelry. Thank you. I'll tell you every time and I don't have a problem with it. You're gorgeous, looking like a bag of money. Thanks, King. Payne Clone is here. James turned Asian. Miss Bunny got a frog up her ass. And Jewel was doing absurd things to a bottle. Are we not going to talk about the chug guy who was doing egregious things with mayonnaise waiting on Miss Bunny? Did I see the cards that I'm going to be mod? Vern, welcome back to the channel. How you feeling? Me too. Have a lot of good decks. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I think this one right here. I'll be honest. I used to see people with it on YouTube, and I just loved it. I was like, oh my god. So the first deck I ever got was the classic original tarot. I went OG. I just figured that if I was going to step into this, I wanted to step in OG. So I literally followed certain protocols that I learned to follow. So like I didn't buy my first deck because some people say you're not supposed to buy your first. I don't know. Everybody looks at it different. But I thought, like, before I was about to buy my first deck ever, I said to myself, "Oh my gosh, I heard from somebody that I shouldn't buy my first deck." Like that's like some type of actual thing within the tarot culture that I don't know if everybody still follows it, but that used to be a thing. And so ironically, ironically when I went in to buy it, I didn't have necessarily the idea that somebody was going to gift me my first deck. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really what it is. Somebody gifts you your first deck. A person notices that you're intuitive, that is intuitive, and they gift you your first deck, you know? So I was like, dang, I'm about to buy my first deck. I don't think that's a good thing. But it was just a thought. It was just a thought. I wasn't saying it out loud. How about this? I went to a metaphysics store, and I was with somebody, and while I was about to buy it, the person that was with me stepped in and was like, "Oh, I'll just pay for this for you." I was like, "Really?" So in my head, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like I'm really not about to buy my first deck." But I didn't say it. I don't know if I think I did say it out loud because the cashier was asking me about it. She was like, "Ooh, so you're going classic?" I was like, "Yes, I want to get the classic one." I said, "But you know," I said, "I'm so happy that this person's buying it for me because you know how they say how you shouldn't buy your first gift, your first deck." She was like, "Yeah, it should be gifted." She said, "But," she said, "honestly, like it's okay if you were to buy your first deck." She was like, "But it's a good thing, I guess, if you look at it that way, that somebody else bought it for you." I was like, I mean, back then, this wasn't a thing, but that's how I felt on the inside. Did I drink more piss? Yes. Whatever you did, it worked. Thank you so much. I am loved. Jewel, I was the cashier. Okay. All I'm gonna say is okay, knowing he wasn't the cashier. It was a woman. It was a black girl, actually. Nigga, I want to get drowned. Can I show you my name? I'm really needing. You guys, I'm going to step away for just a second. I'm gonna step away for just a second if you don't mind. So I'll be right back. I just gotta take a bathroom break. No TMI, but I got to pee. I'm back. Oh my gosh, this card is sitting here. This card was sitting here. Ace of Cups in reverse. If somebody's on the live, hopefully you're not a bad person like a hater. Hopefully you're not a bad person like a hater, but if somebody isn't feeling like they're loved, is how I'm seeing it. They feel like they're not surrounded by love and they're not feeling like they're loved. I'm not gonna lie, you might be a musician, you might do music. Hopefully you're not a hater, because I am low-key getting a karmic vibe. Something about eyelashes is standing out. Hey you guys, welcome to the live. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting that this is a karmic read. So if maybe somebody else resonates with this as a collective, but I just see somebody doesn't feel like they're loved. They don't feel like they're surrounded by love, but I see it as a karmic individual. So let's say you was victimized by somebody. Somebody was like working hard, and the reason why, if you were attacked by somebody who was a hater, it's because like you are a hard worker. You're very masterful. You're very excellent. You're very professional. Even you just have a lot of skill set that really shines above average. Take it how it resonates. If this is your message, I feel like I know why I'm getting this message, but I just see somebody is surrounded by, it's like somebody feels like they're in somebody's shadow because somebody is very, very intelligent. They might be an artist themselves. I think when I touched this card, I heard what's their karma is. Somebody's karma is being destroyed. Like somebody feels like their karma is to sit and watch somebody else get all of their blessings. I'm not gonna lie, I do get a negative I get a dark message off of this. I get a very, very dark message off of this. Like it's almost as if somebody wanted to attach themselves. Somebody could wear wigs because I'm seeing like holding spray. You know how like this isn't like this is a headband, but you know how some people melt their lace? I'm seeing that holding spray type vibe. So somebody could wear wigs, but I'm kind of seeing it as the dark message isn't about the dark message is not about James. I'm getting a woman energy. I'm not going to lie. I'm getting a feminine energy. But take it how it resonates. I just see somebody was watching somebody and they were like observing somebody shining. Because like, you know how telescopes observe stars? So I just see somebody was like probably trying to get the tea on somebody. Trying to read on somebody. Trying to figure out what somebody's about to do. If somebody was in that energy, which I feel like somebody feels like embarrassed that they're being caught up like this. Like, it could be somebody who's a hater of me. That's how embarrassed they are. Anyways, I just see that this person is like a world of pain, okay? They're stuck to just sit and watch somebody else win and prosper. This person could be a Capricorn. They don't have to be. Capricorn energy, sometimes when I get Capricorn energy, I know that it represents sometimes the workplace in general, okay? So yeah, I think it could be Pisces energy too. I mean, this card is air signs, so Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. I'm not getting that heavy because earth signs here too. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But this is Pisces. And this right here is the strongest energy. I feel like somebody was very, very delusional in them trying to stop somebody's progress. I think somebody really wanted to sacrifice somebody also with the hangman here. Okay, you know, Jesus died on the tree. I feel like somebody's spirit really wanted to crucify a light worker spirit, a light energy, somebody who works with the sun, okay? Somebody who works with the sun. Now that makes me think of Egyptian, like raw. Anything else? Also, somebody could be trying to attack somebody's childlike innocence because sun makes me think of a kid for some reason. Anyways, I think somebody realizes that they're going to have to, like, I feel like I heard shame. Somebody feels very shameful. They, like, you see how nobody's showing their face on this card? I think somebody feels very shameful, okay? And somebody's realizing that they used a lot of warrior spirit towards the wrong thing, okay? Somebody's realized they tried to attack somebody who was, you know how some old people are so sweet? You know how some old people are so wise and sweet and wouldn't hurt a fly? Somebody is feeling the shame of feeling like that. Like, could you imagine if somebody's front face was that they attacked the elder that was like beloved by people? That's the type of embarrassment and shame that somebody has. Like, they tried to stop somebody's growth. Yeah, they tried to stop somebody's happiness, and now they're just stuck watching somebody else be happy. Like, I just see somebody stuck watching somebody be happy. And again, there goes that childlike joy and spirit that they tried to kill. Also, I mean, I'm getting kind of a dark energy and message about somebody who was jealous of somebody potentially having a kid or having a kid. That's really disgusting. That's really disgusting. This person could be fire sign energy, sun. By the way, isn't this the sun? Isn't this the sun energy? Literally, the sun. Somebody could really be jealous of somebody's face. They feel like somebody's face glows. But the sun energy also gives me Leo. And then now I'm thinking fire in general. So Aries and Sag. So yeah. What's next for this person? I think this person is going to constantly... Okay, so do you guys know this about karmic people? I'm going to take a drink because I'm being told. I'm going to take a drink because I'm being told to. Give me a second. Jules, Jasmine, and I are in a good standing. Okay, good. So I guess I need better prepare her for the change from friends to romance is what you meant by thaw the chicken. Hey, if you pick that up, I agree. I agree. So, somebody's going to gain more and more clarity of somebody's happiness is how I'm getting. Is that piss again? What you think it is? If it's not that, what is it? Somebody's going to be like more, somebody's going to see somebody really shine. Like I'm seeing like strong, I'm being told to say strong Leo. But somebody's going to be forced to see somebody shine and be happy. I think somebody's going to constantly get clarity about how their steps is restricted and how somebody else's steps was never tampered with, really. Somebody said obsidian. It's funny, when I read obsidian, it made me instantly think of obsession. I think somebody had an obsession with trying to attack somebody that was more masterful. And I think they're coming into a knowledge and awareness to the extent of how much somebody was more masterful. Somebody thought somebody's stagnation or pause or look of pause, the appearance of a pause. Y'all know that the hangman is actually a very powerful card because sometimes people look at it as stuck energy. But to be honest, sometimes when you stop and you take a step back and you just sit there for a second, sometimes that right there brings people to a sense of happiness and clarity and direction. So somebody was looking at somebody's pause as somebody's game over. So I guess somebody is just sadly mistaken. I think somebody's living in a world of regrets for trying to tamper with somebody's destiny. I just see cameras. Somebody's like spying on somebody, but I'm seeing it as spiritual. Hopefully it's not physical. It could be. Somebody's constantly feeling like somebody's shine is extra, is throwing shade. So could you imagine you're living your life and somebody tried to get in the way of you living your life? And you continue to live your life. And you continually live your life, it feels like shade. Oh, she's being so extra. Oh my gosh, she's being, like, could you imagine being excited about something and somebody's like, oh, she's being so extra. He's being so extra. But they don't see themselves. They don't see that. They feel it. They feel the shame. The person feels the shame because they know they're a bad person. However, they're still trying to make you a target. They know that you're plugged in and that you're the plug. These people feel rejected. These people feel like they redirected their life. These people feel like they feel like they was once embraced and they redirected their life to being rejected. So this is like a karmic energy. I don't know how many people this resonates with. It's been 3.5 years of this crap. I get it. I've been dealing with this too. But Spirit just wants you to know because you're shining at this time, okay? So I guess you are shining at this time while these people are in a world of shame, regret, feeling stupid. Regret is the biggest energy here. Because these people's tower, the things that they built up on your expense, meaning the lack of regard of your feelings, they didn't care about your feelings. They just wanted to take what you had and use it to build themselves up, right? Imagine all the towers somebody built up on your name off of your strength being ash. Ain't that some somebody could be from the West Coast, Cali. Somebody could be like a skateboarder or something. It doesn't matter. But ain't that some ish? Somebody was using your likeness, your energy, something that you was bringing to the table. And they was like, oh, nice. Thank you. That's mine. I'm going to use it. Thank you. That's mine. What I'm going to do next? Let me look. Oh, that's what I'm going to do next. Thank you. Could you imagine somebody using you to try to get on top? I don't know if you guys know this, but sometimes the best way to make somebody feel what they wanted you to feel is for them to feel like they was on top, like where you are, and then for them to get dropped. As messed up as it seems, people are in the tower right now. As messed up as it seems, things boomerang back. Because when I did that, this card flew like a boomerang. As messed up as it seems, sometimes people need to feel like they're getting everything that they want in life off of your expense for it to just crumble into ash. So they can feel like how it feels like to be in your position that they wanted for you. So when you went through your trials and tribulations in life, and you went through life, and you dealt with your own crap, you picked up your own cross and walked, you probably try to help other people. It doesn't matter what you did. It doesn't even matter what you did or didn't do. It was your spot to have. And they thought that, no, it's going to be mine. So Spirit allowed them to be delusional enough to feel like it was them for it to be ash. Because isn't that what exactly they wanted for you? It wouldn't have had the same. It wouldn't have hit the same, by the way. It would have never hit the same if they didn't actually feel like they was sitting in your seats. I just want you guys to know that. I just want you guys to know that. Don't get mad. Don't get angry. Don't get bitter. Don't get mad, angry, or bitter. If this message resonates for you, it resonates. Don't ever get mad, angry, or bitter if you feel like somebody's having their way off of your expense. Because sometimes people need to just feel delusional enough to sit in what they think is your seat for that shit to get snatched away from them. So they can feel like what they wanted you to feel, which is, I earned this. No. This is my seat. Have y'all ever experienced that? Have you ever experienced that? Somebody tried to take something that's yours, and then let's say they took a hat. They wearing the hat every day. Somebody saying, hey, I like your hat. Thank you. They get used to the hat. They're like, yes, this is my hat. Thank you. Till one point, somebody snatched it off. Now they attached to the hat. They was attached to the fact that that was never their hat. Now they're attached to the shit. And now it's gone. So now they authentically feel what they wanted you to feel, but you earned it. They stole it. So anyways, I don't know whose story that is. I feel like the reason why it came out is because there's a hater of mine on the chat. There's a hater of mine on the chat. They're mad of the love energy that's here. Yes, people love me and support me. Just because you hate me, don't mean everybody in the world is supposed to hate me, you miserable hoe. Anyways, Leo energy again coming out. But it doesn't have to just be Leo. It could just be somebody who wants attention. And in the negative sense, somebody who's an attention whore. They could be a whore. I don't know. Anyways. But it could just be somebody who craves the limelight. Aquarius energy stood out too, which is the polar opposite of Leo. I want to play more cards. Anybody else have messages in the chat? Jewel, can you please do me, please? The last time I did you, Trisha, we got timed out. You're a Leo, August 2nd. That's my brother's birthday. That's my brother's birthday. For the Leo, August 2nd, your guidance at this time is to start it up. Start it up. Crank up the business. Crank up the idea. Pursue that man. Pursue that girl. For August 2nd, Leos, that's your advice. Start it up. Sometimes starting at ground zero is still a start. Okay? You gotta be trusted with small things before you're blessed with bigger and bigger and bigger, right? Also, make sure you watch your back, okay? Whenever you start something new, just know that you're adding something new to other people's minds too. They're like, oh, you surf now? As an example. Are you sure you should surf? You know, it's kind of scary to be a surfer. All kinds of bad things can happen. Just be aware that whenever you're doing something new, as confident as you feel, everybody doesn't feel and experience that confidence that you feel. So take it with a grain of salt. If you feel it and believe it, go for it. But be discerning. I see you starting something new. Leo, August 2nd, I see you starting a lot of things new. I see you charging forward. I see you really going forward. Yep. A lot of beginner energy. I see a lot of beginner energy. I don't know who gave everybody these cards and told y'all to act like mind readers is crazy, and y'all acting like y'all talking to something. You sound dumb as fuck. So whenever people don't believe in card readings, it's because they're not connected spiritually. You guys know that, right? If people were actually connected spiritually, they wouldn't ever have that type of opinion. So I don't expect, could you imagine, have y'all ever been into a headphone party where as soon as you walk in the door, you put a headphone on your head? Have y'all ever been to that type of party? I don't know if everybody has been. There's a certain type of party that you can go to in clubs and certain restaurants. It's upon your arrival, they give you a headset and you put it on. Everybody is listening to what the music is on the headset. But if you show up to the party without the headset, without the belief or the awareness of what's going on at the party, you can look around and you say, hey, these people are delusional. How are they dancing and there's no music playing? They're dancing and there's no music playing. What's going on here? These people are crazy. They're lunatics. But in reality, you're not tapped in and you're not even aware. Yeah, it's called a silent disco. Thank you for that. In reality, you're not tapped in. You don't have the headphones. And you're also not aware of what's actually going around. So I'm going to give you grace in your ignorance of that comment. But in reality, for the people who actually believe in spiritual things, the reason why they show up to spiritual things is because they believe in it. Speakers blasted my eardrums. I haven't listened to a single thing she said. She's just here for the job. Hey, you guys, welcome to the live. I'm just saying, that's exactly what it's like to be spiritual. Everybody's not going to see it the way that you see it. Everybody's not going to believe that it's actually happening. But when you're connected, you know. I can't connect spiritually because me and my demons and here snorting perks and first fighting homeless people. I'm just saying, some people, they can't, some people aren't, they're just not plugged in at the moment. And that's okay. But you're not going to make other people feel like there's something wrong with everybody else that's dancing to the same songs. Sometimes half the party dancing to one song, the other half dancing to another song. And it's the silent disco party. I can't believe in a greater force than myself. I agree than a greater force than myself because it connects to me and through and works through me. And that's the higher power for me. So yeah, I'm too brick, it hurts. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Anyway, shout out to 302 of you guys in the chat tonight. Look, welcome to the live. Jewel, do you have dreams? Premonition. Sometimes I do have premonitions. Sometimes my premonitions is 100% in the dream state, but sometimes it's in a daydream. Like, there's times where I've drifted off to sleep and I get some messages in the drifting, not in the actual dreams as much. We not alone in this world. I agree. What's with the cars though? I feel like you're trying to sell you something. Oh no, I'm not trying to sell you a thing. I'm not trying to sell anybody a thing. She 100% got big ticks. I know that. What the fuck? Zip up your jacket and watch views drop for real. Shout out to 222 of you guys in the chat. I like that number. Do you believe that subliminal work? Did the subliminal work for Nala? Yes. Nala, you're going to look more attractive. Shout out to James in the chat. Let me stop smiling all the time. I said, let me stop smiling all the time. Hold on. Where is James? Shout out to James in the chat. He basically put the same emojis. I'm going to take another drink. Miss Bunny, jewelry will be fine. Don't worry, sweetheart. You can mod. It's 7 a.m. for me. I need sleep. Jewel just told me some truth for free. Thank you, Jewel. Thanks, Chantel, for saying that in the comments. You're welcome. You're welcome. Listen, look, sometimes when there's a Bible verse that says, freely I receive, so freely I give. If I am just working out of my gift, and my gift is supposed to make room, that's why whenever I use my gift, of course, we're supposed to know our worth and our value, but whenever I use my gift in a free way to give out, that's my decision. But also, the Most High God says in his Bible, when you freely give, you're supposed to, because he gave it to us first. Also, the second part that I like to say, the second part that I add on to is another verse that says, your gift will make room for you. So if I'm authentically using an aspect of some of my gifts, then it's supposed to create the room. Y'all see how the room keeps getting filled? I appreciate that today. Some days the room isn't as filled as this, but it is today. So I appreciate that. Nala, did the subliminal work? Girl, you don't want to wait for the results. Girl, the results, you might see it tomorrow. Girl, you might see the results tomorrow, Nala, for the subliminal. I have been doing, what'd she say? I have been doing rich girl, most beautiful, and overnight millionaire. Okay, girl, you might see the results of your beauty, and people might assume you to be a person of what you're desiring. I did see that. You might receive a lot of offers in love, and you might not have to wait for it or look for it or seek it out. It might just be a thing. You might just wake up in the energy, if that makes sense. So, good for you, Nala. I think your nose is changing. Yeah, see? Good for you. Good for you. She be talking about the Bible, which is fine, but many men are looking down there. No offense. Yeah, some people are, you know, it's what it is. Our gifts will make soul extremely loving, powerful. Our gifts will make our soul extremely loving, powerful. I agree. Nate, welcome back. The puppies have been good for your stream. Nate, welcome back. Jewel, you can smile naturally the entire time. You shouldn't feel ashamed of that. I don't smile unless I have a genuine reason to smile. You guys, ever since I was a very young person, I was a very happy baby. When I was a baby, I used to like literally be in my walker like dancing. Like some of my parents' first memories caught of me on videotape, I was like dancing. Before I could walk, I was like dancing. So I feel like I'm just naturally a high vibrational, maybe happy person before the world tries to get to me. I did a subliminal for money and got 100 the next day. That's what's up, Nala. Nala, rub off on me with some of that. I'm sorry, I said robber. Nala, rub off of me with that energy for the live right now. Jury, how you doing, girl? I'm doing good. How are you? You love my hair? Thank you. Nala, I got a call. Somebody said, who's Robert? I don't know who's Robert. I don't know who's Robert, girl. I've got mad cow disease. I'm trying to beat up disabled adults for the love of the game. Why? From Trinidad and Tobago. Locked in. It's your African ancestors give you that gift, Isaiah. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Make sure, look, new people, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I appreciate it. Jesus loves you. God bless. Thank you. Somebody, ancestor Robert coming through. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see what Robert wants. What does Robert want to say? Robert wants to say that he's in the shadows. Like, not in a bad way necessarily, but he's always there. Robert is always there. Whoever Robert is. Whoever that resonates for. Robert's there. He sees you working hard. He sees the sweat on your brow. And guess what? Sometimes Robert De Niro, AK, okay, I said AK. Somebody could be an AKA, but AK also known as. So there's other names for Robert that I don't know at the moment. However, that's not here or there. I think somebody's working very hard, and there is an outer body force. There's a supernatural force that's helping you and working for you is what I'm really seeing. And they're helping you clear out the wrong people. If you feel like you've been isolated, it's for your health. It's for your good reason. Probably health, like mentally. Also, these people didn't have a cup of love for you anyways, whoever this message is for. These people will also be very demanding. Let's say your blessings come in. They would be the wrong people to have around you. They would stress you out. So, looking forward, what you can look forward to, you can look forward to victory. I think this is a beautiful message. How could I make this up? You can look forward to victory. I'm a single Virgo gentleman, extremely spiritual. I love your caramel skin, beauty love. Thank you. How do I trust everything is working in my favor? To be honest, faith is literally believing in the unseen. Sweetheart, I don't know if you know this, but sometimes people are believing in things that aren't logical at all. I think everybody should believe in things, especially if it's good things. Things that the Most High God also says is good for you. Like men should not be alone. If you're believing in a partner that's loving to you, I believe that you can believe in that. I believe it's not a bad thing. I believe the Most High God can honor it for you. Stuff like that, as an example. Delicia. Why is somebody saying that? Can you read me on me? Welcome to the live. Should I eat my Chipotle I left out all day burritos? Nala, if you left it out all day today, Nala, eat that food, girl. Nala, go ahead and eat your food, girl. Don't leave it out again. Don't leave it out for more time. Yo, I have never got a message like that before. What do you see for me? Nala, what the heck? Nala be trolling sometimes, but it be hilarious to me. There's no way she's not trolling me. I'm waiting for believe is synonymous with hypothesis about the work build trust. Thank you, Julrae. I genuinely appreciate. I've been trying to understand and know what you just told me for 3 years. Have a great night. I'll be back soon. Thanks so much, Chantel, for the feedback. Thank you. I appreciate that. It was a question. It was a real question. Well, you got your real answer, Nala. Go ahead and eat that food. I would say eat it today, girl. Or put it in the refrigerator. Why do you cross on you're doing this? That's a good question. Why do some Christians preach in the pulpit, but they do diabolical things and they don't help people? Sometimes you just look to the hills to whence your help comes from, and in your times of being weary, the Most High God will send somebody, a messenger, to strengthen you. So if these messages are actually strengthening people and administrating healing, I don't know. Maybe God can use anything, the foolish things, even the things that don't make sense, to confound the wise, right? Because they're human. Exactly, they're human. I agree. If I poo, I'll let you know. Nala, please, girl, please. God bless you, sis. Much love and blessings to you from Chicago. Thank you. Thank you so much, Phoenix Rising. Look, same to you. Jesus Christ, am I talking to myself? Read me. Hey, will my children and I receive justice? Grant it is the most Most High. What's next for you and your children? You and your children, I think that you guys will be compensated, maybe financially, maybe for sure in stability. I think you two would be, y'all, maybe it's two kids. It doesn't have to just be 2 kids, but I see you being financially compensated in your stability. I also see any type of attempts for people to try to trick you guys. I think that it might be put to a halt. I think you won't trust. I think part of your protection is you won't trust what is not right, okay? I think any shady offers under the pretenses of we love you, we care for you, I think you won't trust those things. And that is part of your protection. So I think that is part of your compensation. I see you starting your life over and you moving past whatever this thing is that you're seeking justice on. You're absolutely beautiful. You fine, hot. Thank you. Well, okay. Amen. Thank you. You are spot on. You're welcome. Can I ask if I'll be recognized on public soon? Nala, you're being recognized here on public. Will you be recognized, girl? I think you will have peace of mind. I think it won't bother you that much. Like before, there was a time period in your life, Nala, where you really would care. I don't think you're gonna care as much. You might think about it from a different point of life. So will you be recognized publicly? I think that you're going to recognize the people who you used to want that validation from, and you're not going to necessarily want it. I mean, you might get somewhat embraced. However, I think you still might see through the character of some people. And you might see, you know, you might get recognized at a small level. I was being recognized in public at the gas station the other week. Okay, so maybe that's why I saw the 8 of... Like, I see the behavior happening. There was a guy staring. There was a guy. I see you being recognized on a level that seems a small scale. Chad, welcome to the live. I don't know if you're asking me the questions, but for some reason, I don't ever get to you. Everybody get off of here. Why? Praise white, blue-eyed. Who's praising that? Shock value time for the chat. J-E-double. You was? That's what's up. Let me go to Chad for a second because I think he's been saying something. He said, give me a reading. Chad, why do you keep asking that? I'm just trying to get a read. Okay, Chad, let's see. Let's see about you. Chad, I feel like lately, I don't know if you feel like something's not working out or you're choosing not to work out a situation. I think you brought something to a close recently, like maybe even today. Like I just see you choosing not to work on something, work something out. And going forward, I think that because you're choosing not to work out a situation or no longer collaborate with something, it could be a job, it doesn't have to be, it could be some form of teamwork or people. I feel like this is going to affect you somewhat. It is going to affect you somewhat because it might be hard to start. Like to some extent, it might be some work for you to start over. So I think in that regard, you know, for instance, just as an example, not as a pure example, but let's say you was working with somebody who you didn't quite like that. However, y'all was working together to get a certain goal done. Or you got some type of satisfaction out of you two working together, but you didn't quite like them like that. They probably was not your cup of tea. So now you're no longer working with them, and that relieves you because they're not your cup of tea. However, you still want to collaborate on whatever that thing is to get that satisfaction. As an example, I just see it kind of being somewhat of a, it's like you win some and lose some in that regard. I see you making some offers soon. I don't know. Be careful of fishy offers, okay? I just see you hastily making some offers, okay? Maybe some communication might come in, and the communication that might be sent out might be something that does bring you some form of satisfaction. In the very near future, I do see you being connected to somebody who really has a cup that cares about you. I see somebody caring about you. I see you being wildly aroused by this person, okay? I just see a lot of water energy. So I think this person is going to be somebody who you're very attracted to. And it's going to come after you not being interested anymore in a certain person, place, or thing, okay? So yeah. My sleep paralyzed demon trying to fight my girlfriend. Is it jealous or just crash dummy? Probably a crash dummy. I pray the veil will I pray the veil will be removed because of God of this world has blinded people. Mixing truth with lies is very dangerous. Please be cautious about who you allow to speak into your life. Phoenix Rising, who are you talking to or about? It's Chantel. We can't find the camera in our house, but we have known it's here for years now. Okay, okay. Will I be famous in 2 years? If you work very hard and commit yourself, you would have that public figure. So in 2 years, you could be recognized for your hard work or your dedication or work in a certain place. Are you going to have the money that you associated with that fame or the offers? That's the thing. That's the thing. I feel like in this day and age, it's easy for us to be noticed and to have a platform. However, sometimes that doesn't automatically come with like what we think of is the actual offers or money. So it's not necessarily saying that you're going to be broke. I think that you will find yourself prioritizing things that are supposed to be prioritized. And I see it in relationships. Yeah, I think people would watch you from all over. Like, you know, you'll probably have a reach if you really want that in 2 years. However, I think that there will be some things that you would deem as negatives. You know, it's kind of like you get what you asked for, but you didn't realize the negatives behind it. It's kind of how I feel your vibe might be. I think that you will be appreciated. You might be known in your hometown, like your hometown be like, oh yeah, that's such and such. Yeah, he used to go to my school. Like, you might be known and recognized amongst people who know you. And I think that people would think that you were able to really achieve something. However, some people might notice some level of what is your projected sadness. People will watch you though. People would definitely watch you and keep up with you. But you got to ask yourself, are you really looking to be surveillanced at that level? Sometimes it can feel like surveillancing. And then could you imagine people surveillancing every move? Oh, I don't think he's happy because look at that. I don't think he's happy. Oh, wait, I don't think he's with that girl anymore. Could you handle gossip? Like, you got to think about certain things that comes with the more exposure you have. It's not a good or bad thing. You just got to understand what comes with those types of things. Okay? They already do that to you? So imagine it at a heightened scale. So I am being surveillanced by Big Brother. the TV show Big Brother. So yeah. Can you tell me if I'm doing the right thing, changing career paths? I think your result is, I think it's going to be brought to you very soon. Like, you're going to be revealed the truth very quickly on if you're doing the right career path. CTH. I think that you pay attention to you feeling like you're not doing the right thing. Sometimes you might doubt yourself because you're worried about your stability. Was it a good choice as far as finance? So Spirit is saying, I don't think you're going to regret your decision, but doubts might come in. Doubts might come in. Will you get $800? Will I be, Nala, what are you saying? Will I be a get $800 day? Jewel, when I get notoriety, I'm going to make sure you have a bigger outreach. Thanks, Destroy. Thank you so much, Destroy, for that. Coming from the infidel. I call you infidel, and you know why. How do I sell my soul, though? Nala, you don't have... So let me give you guys an example of something, okay? Have y'all ever worked at a job and somebody earned like recognition at the job, like employee of the month? But have you ever seen it go to somebody who actually deserved it? It's hard for you to say that person did something gimmicky, or it's hard to say that person did something that was evil when you was there to see. Maybe you were there to see them do the hard work. Let's say you was a person from a different store and you walked into that store and you saw somebody was employee of the month. It's easier for you to come up with your own conclusions because you wasn't there to see the hard work. So sometimes I say that to say, oh, F their way to the top. Sometimes I say that to say hard work typically gains you the results. Like, that's in the Bible. A man who doesn't work doesn't eat, meaning, and it also says a man who actually puts in a lot of time into working will be successful. So you got to look at it in those types of ways. Whenever people don't authentically earn something, it's highly felt. It's highly felt whenever somebody didn't actually earn something. It shows up in the way that they go about things. It shows up in the lack thereof a lot of times. So whenever something happens for somebody and it seems like a God thing, why would somebody believe in a God who says, I want to bless you, and then we're not expecting a God-sized blessing to happen to somebody who believes in God-sized blessings? The more that people try to give away power to the devil that only the devil gives, it's incorrect. It's really giving a disservice to yourself, because it limits what you feel like God actually does for his people and can do for you. Yeah, but a woman working hard isn't the same. All women do is take sexy naked pics to tell yourself for money, rich guys. That's not what all women do, because then is that what your mother does? Is that where you're getting this ideology from? Hey Jewel, can you give me a reading about my son, Tristan? Chantel, welcome back. Your son Tristan, I don't know if he's an Aries. I think he's a very highly energetic person. I see it as him being very young, as being a very energetic person. I see him being an attractive individual, meaning he gains attention naturally. He loves attention to some extent. I see him being a hard worker. He believes in himself. So he naturally has some level of belief in himself. So he's the type of kid that can like get a puzzle and he doesn't have to read the instructions to put something together, even if it's not a puzzle. He has that type of energy on himself. Like he's a very, like he could be a high achiever, but I see he likes attention. So I don't know how old your son is, but he's the type of person that I see that he can have a bright future ahead of himself. Sometimes he needs to like actually wind down and relax. So this could be like late nights, okay? Like, I don't know, playing the video game on the phone. He's 24, okay. I think that lately he kind of doesn't know how to assert himself when it comes to asserting himself with boundaries at times, okay? But he's also a very carefree guy. Like, there's an aspect of him that's like, oh, I don't, like, water off a duck's back. There's an aspect of him that's like that. I think that he's a person that, I don't know, I think he loves the ladies, or he just, you know, he's a person that he's like, he gives me Aries vibes in that he knows how to make a decision and go for it. Like, he's not a person that hesitates. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes you need balance and to know how that's going to pan out. Overall, I think that he's a person that if he was to be competitive, he would be a brilliant person if he was to compete competitively. Sometimes he observes some things that he keeps to himself. Okay. This could have something to do with some people who he doesn't quite hang out with. They're not his cup of tea. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes he feels like other people aren't wise. Like, there's some things that you instilled in him that he sees a difference in some people around him. I mean, he does have leadership vibes, so it makes sense that he sees some people who lack that. Sometimes he himself might lack it. Anything else that we need to know? I think there's he has a lot of options ahead of him, okay? I think in matters of love, he has a lot of options that might come to him in love. He needs to be careful about people who would be dishonest towards him because he lacks boundaries at times. I think he's going to be very successful financially because that message kind of came up earlier. I think he's going to be one of those kids that has the potential to really make a lot of money in his lifetime. Julrae follow. He's able to see a vision clear. However, sometimes, like for instance, some people who are kind of impulsive in making decisions, sometimes if they're not sold on the tunnel vision of it all, they can actually almost seemingly like let go of good ideas. Or it could be people, places, and things. He could be a person that travels a lot in life. Like he might move a lot to some extent or want to. Yeah. I think if he's going through, if he's stuck between a rock and a hard place at this moment and he's feeling a little disinterested, if he is, I just see things clearing up for him soon. So yeah, I don't know, just a little moment, just a little mood. Yeah, he's going to transition out of that energy if he's feeling a little bit unsatisfied, especially emotionally about something. So yeah, that's what I got for your son, Chantel, the 24-year-old son. Hopefully that resonated. I'll leave. Hey, thank you so much. Very accurate. Awesome. Look, I'm happy to hear it. I'm happy to hear it. This is about us, genuine or that hairdo. Huh? Oh, God. It's the Patel nigga again. He changed his... The Patel guy changed his name. Triple T. Hi, welcome to the live. Love my vids. Thank you. Hello from France. Hey, how you doing? I'm very hot and sexy. Hey. He said, nah, how am I supposed to shuffle it? Like it's not poker? You know what's good to eat? Taco Bell and drink prune juice. That's like a double whammy on your system, huh? The chat not bad today. To be honest, the chat hasn't been that bad today. My outfit doesn't actually have a zipper. It has clasps. I already have it buttoned up to the highest clasp almost. There's like one more clasp. This is how it would look. That's how it would look with the next clasp up, so. When's my birthday? My birthday's in May. Why, Fang? Where are we at with the bottle? That's a good question because this is where I'm at with this. And this is where I'm at with the bottle. Well, I like the post. I seen both West's Instagram now. It's better. She's grown up. I guess she's still sad to see, but hey, whoever in charge now, good for you. What's going on? Somebody said, you drink, y'all want me to drink this? Y'all want me to drink this? Let's get the party started. Bet. I want to say you are beautiful. Thank you. I'm going to, y'all know how like they have the squeezy juices for water? I'm about to make me one of those. My outfit's cute. Thanks, Fang. Your name's Ian. Welcome. Somebody keeps saying they're suffocating. What the fuck? What the fuck, dog? Y'all are hilarious. You're from what? Use back. Y'all, I keep throwing stuff in the trash can. And sometimes I make it. Sometimes I'm like a little bit shy of the trash can. So I'm going to have to pick all this up after. How's everybody doing in the chats? We're taking intermission. Intermission. You're waiting for Sean? I haven't seen him in here. It's Chantel. Can you tell me about my 20-year-old daughter, Brittany? Lately, I don't know if Brittany might be going through something within her area of romance. It could be relationships, doesn't have to be. Either she's going through something in a negative way, meaning there's a lot of chaos, or she's actually in a decent place romantically, maybe in a relationship or connection. I think things, whether she's in chaos right now or she's not in a relationship, whether she is or she isn't, it's actually, she's being led towards something. Like she's supposed to be where she's at the moment in that regard. And I think that she's going to be optimistic. I don't know if she has a kid. I see her being optimistic about something that she's very obsessed with. Okay, this thing. Hold on now. Brittany might have some things that she's interested in that might not necessarily look very healing. You know how some people feel like, oh, you're lacking your focus because of X, Y, and Z. I mean, or she's a Capricorn. If she's a Capricorn or not, I just think that she's working her. You know how some people, they go through something, a storm in life, they might start watching like church online, and they're like healing themselves. I kind of see that energy. If she's not genuinely healing her soul, I see her working out on like skincare, or it's kind of like New Year's resolution vibes. So I see her kind of like committing herself to fix something in her life, okay? It could have something to do with how she shows up as a candidate for love, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think that she is also, I think she's doing pretty good as far as like, I heard paper, so that's probably like what, money and work. She's doing pretty good in that area. She might have a boss that she doesn't care for. There's somebody that she doesn't care for in the matter of who's giving her the money. And I know it's not you. I'm not seeing it as you. Yeah, I feel like she feels like somebody was like not qualified for the position that they have. Like it could be at a work or something. Something that somebody that's over her. Yeah, she feels like this person should be like removed, taken down. Also, it could be like a TV show that she watches. I don't know if she's into a certain TV show, but it's kind of like she has this, I see her looking at somebody who's in a certain position. It's him? What you mean by that, Chantel? Chantel, what you mean it's him? So I think Brittany is just recognizing somebody who has some level of positioning that she doesn't believe needs to. I think that's kind of what's coming out in the energy. Bottom of the deck, she notices the deception. She notices something that she's probably not even talking about to the person she notices it about. So her guy, her boss. Oh, okay. She thinks her boss isn't qualified for the position that he holds. Like she sees through him. She sees something that's very like deceptive, and she keeps it to herself for the most part. She doesn't want to step on toes at the moment. 200 plus chats. Let's fill jewelry all the way up. Oh, JEW, please. Please. Am I married? Why did I read that comment? Why did I read that comment out loud? Welcome to the live, you guys. I think I might stay on the live till 3 a.m. I mean, to be announced, to be honest. It's 2:37. We just gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna vibe out. When I say stay on the live, I mean the readings. Yeah. So that's probably what's gonna happen. Somebody said, don't pin me. Are you trying to use reverse psychology? 1307? Bet. Nobody tell Toon what I just did. Nobody tell Toon what I just did. He ain't gonna like it. How's your day gonna go? I think that you're going to be very strong today. I think you're going to look very capable in conquering your day and anything that should come up, good or bad. You got bearing hips, no disrespect. You're cheating. Toon, what you mean I'm cheating? Toon, what you talking about? Damn, so many titties tonight on live. I have an ongoing feud with a pigeon in my local McDonald's parking lot. I think we'll give up being friends. I really like you because you're tits. Welcome to the live. Nice one. Thank you. Double tap for the tits, you guys. Jewel, can I ask one more question? What is going to be Charles' next action towards you? Sorry, my nose is itchy. Charles' next action towards you, he might not necessarily seem put together in his decisions, and or he could, let me clarify it. Girl, you might not, yeah, you might not feel like Charles is making the best action or decision, if at all. She said mixing is bad. You might not feel like he's making the best decisions as far as making a decision. I think you are going to find yourself kind of like not being as dedicated to the cause. You might still feel a sense of, she said what? You might feel the sense, like when I say dedication, you might, okay, how do I put this into words? Because I know how I would act. I know how I would act in this situation, but it's not me. I think that he does offer you a sense of relief. I think Charles offers you, you need him. Okay, that makes sense why I'm getting this message. I think he offers you a sense of relief, especially like I see him being there for you even if you have like an attitude. Like, girl, you could be PMSing and this guy somehow you need this. Let me stop. Let me serious. I think you feel like this man, he might obsess over you, but he accepts you in a way that you really appreciate, which that's not a bad thing. So I see you being very, like, I see you being turned on by him. I need him to love me. I see you being very turned on by him. So I don't know. Let me read this right side up. Let me read this right side up. Your next actions, I think that you two might end up coming together, okay? Obsessed about the titties. I think you two might come together, especially whenever you're going through something. Yes, he's hot. Let's say you're going through something, girl. I think that he's like the medicine to you going through hell or something. What the fuck? Dude, can somebody please tell me how to stop the liquid smelly green chunky diarrhea that might be boiling? I think it's funny whenever James randomly deletes a message. Oh my gosh. No, you guys don't know what I'm actually laughing at. You guys don't know what I'm actually laughing at, but it's fine. I was laughing at, I can't say it. I can't tell you guys what I'm laughing at, actually. I mean, I could. I just prefer not to. Okay, you got me. I'm gonna tell you guys. Nobody's forcing this out of me. I'm laughing at James because there was a person who was in the comments. Did you guys see that? Somebody said, "Oh, come on." Okay, I'm sorry. I was laughing at James because there was a person in the comments. I saw them comment two things. The first thing they commented was a drooling face emoji. I'm sorry. There was a guy that commented a drooling face emoji and James deleted the message, right? I'm thinking, I'm just laughing at the fact that that's what made him delete it. Then I scroll up and I see James hid a person. I said, who did James hide from the channel? In my mind, I'm like, who did James hide from the channel? Like, what could they have did? I scroll up, that same person, before they sent the drooling. Before they sent the drool emoji, the only thing they said was sexy. I'm like, damn. Y'all better be safe. Be safe. Be safe. That's what I'm laughing at. So sorry, you guys. Why you cheated on your Asian girlfriend? James hit somebody who said they love you. He just I love James, you guys. see you special position. I don't care about James. Those twins are distracting me. Y'all talk about some James love me. I love James. The zipper holding on for dear life. I don't care about James though. I read that. James needs to kick rocks. Put the gross ass tits away. Who thinks tits is gross in 2026? You guys, I'm so weak. James about to start coming for y'all. Why hate on James? Exactly. Exactly. Look, Miss Naya, they hate on James because I don't know. James is like Joe. He's like Joe from You. Was Joe from You a Scorpio? Because I like Scorpios. Was Joe from You a Scorpio? Because I like them. James needs to put himself in timeout in real life. Is James your man? First of all, can somebody help me? Yes, he... Oh, so in real life, Joe from You is a Scorpio? Interesting. I like Scorpios. You're bricked up. Welcome to the live. Let's see if we can get to 200 likes. James ain't nothing. They are beautiful. He has like 4 Scorpio placements. The guy that plays Joe from You, she loves James. You guys, I love James. James, why don't we see your face? Lip gloss. I have chapstick. I'm so sorry, you guys, if I'm offending you guys. I've been talking all day, so let me do my due diligence. That's really, he's not acting. That's really him. Oh, you mean the guy from Joe, from You. You love my laugh? Thank you. Is James one of the twins? Who's the other? Me and James are twins. So if you want to look at it like that, this one would probably be me and this one would be James, I think. James, which one would be you? James, would you be right or left? Because me and James are twins, you guys. Like, so... Me too. Laugh tickles me. So yeah, me and James are twins. So I don't know if he's the right twin or the left one, but this wait. This chat makes me believe the loneliness epidemic is real. Thoughts and prayers. You know, the best part about being a person and being a people person is being able to also have communities. The person who writes your check, hopefully you have a job. The person who writes your check at your job, they thought, let me create something and then let me get other people to be a part of it. How is that different than what we're doing here? A live streamer shows up like myself and other people are a part of it. That's beautiful. But we're doing it for the love of the game, not because we have to, right? I make you regret being engaged? No, he was said I pee on the floor because I'm too lazy to go to I love and hate James at the same time. Cooper, why do you love and hate James at the same time? Am I drunk? Not yet. 200 plus likes, chat. The It's coming. Yes. I'm very wise. Thanks, Nia. Thanks, Miss Nia. I feel like sometimes wisdom is earned through, like, you know, to be a healer, you yourself might have saw a lot of unhealed people, or you was put in a position to heal yourself. So, you know, sometimes the things that we really admire on somebody, we can admire it, but when we really think about it, how did they actually get it? It might be a little bit sad to think about, you know? Some of the people who can sing the most lovely songs from a place of, you could understand, you could feel the pain. You think about it. They actually were in pain, you know? So sometimes it's a good and bad thing whenever you're able to recognize something that is beneficial for somebody else that somebody is able to give. You know? Like, you know? She said, "Oh yeah, I get it." Yeah. It's like, oh, you have a community, and then you think about it. At some point in your life, you might have actually been ostracized from society. I feel like good and bad people were ostracized before in society, and then they have a community later. I pee on the floor because I'm too lazy to go to the bathroom. Yes, I see it. You ever tried to... I personally haven't tried DMT psychedelics, but I think one of my brothers have tried it. I can hear you because I think one of my brothers have tried it. Love from Houston. Thank you. I don't pee on the floor, no. Am I interested in what? What did Toon say? DMT is crazy. Who did that ish? Not me. Not I, said the cat. Was my Thursday successful? I believe so. I believe my Thursday was successful, and I think my Friday was even more successful than what I could imagine. DMT is awesome. Sometimes you don't need to visit a different dimension. Some people don't really need psychedelics and out of body experiences. Some people just need to realize that sometimes they already arrived at what they were seeking. YouTube has brought the stream up 4 times now. Hey, shout out to YouTube. YouTube banned me unlawfully. I feel like YouTube banned me for a week unlawfully. So the fact that they're trying to make up to me, oh, thanks YouTube. Thank you. Please show your nails. It's beautiful. My nails are just clear at the moment. I am going to change my nails soon, but you guys, if you stay tuned, you'll see it. Your IG don't show up. It's letting me know. Oh, so sorry, you guys. I'm going to have to update my account information. I currently do not have a working Instagram. When I get a new Instagram, I'll let you know. So I'll let you know when I start posting on a new Instagram. You was looking for a Valentine partner, which is me? The countdown, bro. You need to cut out, champ. Smoke some weed or something. I got 6-inch tongue for your... YouTube does not care about content creators. I feel like YouTube cares a little bit. I would like to believe they care. YouTube is here. Titties and tarot cards. Yo, chat, what's your favorite strand? Mine's is OG Kush. It's Chantel. Can you tell me about a man in my life named Morgan? What you don't see about Morgan is a person that's made to shine. He might be considered like an indigo child. He might have talents and giftings that you don't know about. Also, if he's an Aquarius, bonus, but I see fire energy in him. I see fire and earth energy in him. So he's a person that can manifest in the material, and he might be attractive or people believe in his vision. So let's say Morgan has a vision. He's able to, he's like gifted to allow people to believe in his vision. Okay? Morgan is a person that could actually birth something new within you. It doesn't have to be a physical baby, but Morgan's the type of person that will bring something to you in your life. So let's say your life was lackluster. You meet Morgan, he flirts with you, and now life has a different meaning to it. You know? Morgan is a person that he values closeness, okay? So Morgan's a person that would embrace you and kids that isn't his kids. Like, he would accept you, and he would accept the fact that you have kids outside of you and him, you know? Jury, it's time to rock the boat pretty bad. What you don't know about Morgan is that Morgan is more interested than you think. He's more interested than you think, this Morgan guy. Something else that you don't know about Morgan is a person that he might be on a health kick. I don't know if he's currently on a health kick, but he's one of those people that can literally make up his mind. I'm going to start doing healthier choices, and he will absolutely do so. He can make up his mind, I'm going to cut out this person, and he makes up his mind. Okay? Morgan also, it's all love. Cut your bullshit. Oh, that pussy wet as fuck, I bet. Yes. Morgan has experienced hard times before. So he actually has a level of empathy. Morgan actually has a level of empathy. He's able to help people. He's able to meet people where they are. So let's say somebody's sad. I don't know if you know this or not, but he's able to, he has like a healer vibe to him. So he's able to like relieve somebody. He's like a financial tangible guy. So like, let's say somebody's sad. His solution might be, oh, I'm going to provide something to you tangibly to help you with your sadness. So he does connect with people with where they're feeling. And if he really cares about you, sometimes he can find himself around fake people because the fake people, they can see how they can benefit from him. But once he recognizes that they're fake, he cuts them out. Final thoughts on him. He's a celebrated person. Like, if you feel people focus on him, wait, pussy wet, yes, Morgan, just what happened. If you feel like, or notice people focus on him and notice him, he's supposed to. He drives attention. Jewel looks cute when she sniffles. Also, he's waiting on something, and I see it in the distance. It might hit him within 6 months. There's something that he's waiting on, or something that's going to come in for him. It's like his ships are coming in, and it might hit him in like 6 months. Something to think about. Something to notice or think about. I only make healthy choices. That's why I'm 5'29", smell like Cheetos, and haven't left my basement in 17 years. I need to shuffle up some of these cards. 2 more minutes with the cards, and then you guys are gonna have to catch me another time with the cards. So 2 more minutes with the cards, you guys. Questions. We got 2 more minutes with the cards, and then we're going to just chill on the stream a little bit. You need a too hot for YouTube OF. I agree. Would you guys watch me if I did cards on OF? I love James. Love life for this year. Your love life for this year is going to be one where, okay, you might be kind of laying low as far as like love at the moment, because you might not be completely satisfied, at least at the start of the year. The start of the year, we're already in considered the start of the year, so you still have the rest of January and the rest of the year to change things. I see you becoming very, very interested in somebody. Okay, I see you becoming very interested. This is like I see you being in a relationship. Okay, this could happen very soon. This could happen very soon. I see this happening almost in the start of the year. Either you met her at the start of the year, like you have some type of point of contact. We all love James Joy. Either you have, she could be a Cancer. She could be very sensitive, or a Capricorn, but she could be very sensitive, maybe an Aquarius. I see you meeting somebody. I see this person is going to happen, like you're going to notice your money's going to be good. And you two, you might teach, either you might be a person to teach her something, and or you two might teach each other things. Something new maybe. Somebody asked about their love life. Let me see, who was it again? DG Tuner. Yeah, this person might be a Cancer or a Capricorn. Okay, you two might just be opposites, but it works out for you guys. I see you two like finding each other. I see one of you guys or both of you guys might be a little shy, quiet. Okay. It's going to happen after a period of you feeling like you experienced something like a betrayal, somebody being sneaky, or you might have witnessed somebody getting karma. You might witness somebody getting karma that used to be in your life. Oh, did you hear about what happened to your ex? Da-da-da-da. Your ex calls you. Yeah, you know what happened to me? This ended up happening. You might overhear somebody getting something that was justified, but it was their karma. And you're not going to want to connect with this ex no more. This is probably going to happen right before you get into balance with this person. You might have some type of form of feeling. You might have a gut feeling is how I'm getting it. You might dream about this person. They could be an earth sign. Capricorn keeps coming out, but it could be Virgo, Taurus. I just see you might work with this person. And you might connect with them instantly. Like you feel safe to connect with them. I see you making up your mind about this person right away, or vice versa. This person might come out to you and be like, hey, I like you. If you're the guy, the girl might come to you and be like, hey, you know, I like you. Do you want to go to the... You might be taken aback. Like, I like you too, but... but she's going to say it. Okay? It's going to feel like young love. It's going to feel like young love. Okay? And it's going to happen after you feeling like you might have hit a drought. Okay? Hair big, big tits. Welcome to the live, you guys. Just think with my dick. Shit, dumb. My dick. Shit, dumb. What the freak? What? I'm still trying to process it. I'm like, what? Tune talking about some Jewel. We all love James. My bad. Since when y'all all love James? Hey, it's Chantel. Can you tell me about my son, Gavin? What you should know about Gavin is a very, very smart kid. He might reflect this in his studies at school. Gavin is a kid that really stands out. His teachers think of him as very poised. He was raised right. The teachers think of Gavin as like a cutie too. Okay? Like he kind of has that like golden child energy, but like at school and stuff. But he could also be an Aquarius. He shines. He shines. Gavin is a very honest kid, okay? He doesn't like to lie, okay? He really respects women. He doesn't like to lie. I think he will grow up to be this way as well. Gavin likes femininity. He loves a woman. Like, he could be a very much so young kid, but I see him growing up to be the type of guy that just loves a feminine woman. He likes the high heels, the pumps, the lip gloss, the hair. He loves that for a woman, okay? Gavin likes to move fast. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Gavin likes to move fast. I don't know how old Gavin is, but Gavin, sometimes he likes to talk a lot. He can be like a Gemini, like a chatterbox. Whenever he's interested in some topics, whenever he talks a lot, it's about something that he really knows. Like, you know how some people can be really, he's a Gemini? Okay. Because I was about to say, whenever he gets excited, it's like he really knows something. So let's say he's into Roblox. He can get excited and be like, oh my gosh, Roblox. He'll tell you everything about it. Like, he's one of those types of guys. Okay, little kids. I don't know how old he is. Sometimes Gavin can have almost a nasty, mean side, even though he's very cute. Like, he has a very cutesy, could be almost considered not really a teacher's pet, but like a teacher's favorite. He's one of those guys that can like steal a teacher's heart and be like, oh, that's my favorite student. But he sometimes has that other side to him. Just as good, just as bad is how Gavin can be sometimes. You know, kind of spoiled. You know how a teacher spoils you attention? He's one of those guys. He was still a woman's heart type of vibe. Maybe in the future, right? Gavin has to be careful about unhealed people in life. Sometimes Gavin will empathize with somebody in his older years. If you guys aren't careful, he can potentially empathize with people who, just because we went to school together, you know? Sometimes Gavin can kind of be one of those kids that he will take a chance on somebody just because they went to school together, just because they work together. It's like, Gavin, that's it? Like, what exactly did you like about her? Well, we go to the same park, you know, so you got to be careful about that. Like, maybe instill to Gavin, like, what exactly, like, maybe allow Gavin to know what approves somebody to be in his life, even if he's a kid. Like, Gavin, you like her? Yeah, that's my friend. Well, what approves her to be your friend, Gavin? I don't know. We go to the same park. And then you got to explain to Gavin. I don't know if he's that young. I don't know if he's that young. But he's one of those people, it seems as if he's very accepting even of the wrong spirits just off of familiarity. Okay? So just be careful about that. And it can be people who really don't have his best interest. So sometimes Gavin is around people and they're around him. He's 13. That's a very pivotal age. So this is good. Sometimes Gavin's around people who he doesn't necessarily feel that connection with, and vice versa. But based off of familiarity, he's around them. So I feel like the tweens, I feel like the tween age is when you are around people who aren't necessarily your actual friends, and you learn the lesson of who's your actual friend. I think that happens to most people around 13 age, 12, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay? I think Gavin's a person, though, that once he gets things and he understands it, he lets it go. Yeah, he lets it go, because if not, he doesn't like the feeling of feeling very trapped. Very Gemini of himself. Hi, you're so pretty. Thank you, hijabis. Thank you. He doesn't like the feeling of feeling trapped or ignored, is what I just heard. So he doesn't like it when people don't give him the energy that he feels like he deserves. So I like that about him. I like that for him. Maybe he'll learn to know who his real friends is and his real people are. I think that he's in a good place as far as being able to clock that and notice that going forward. So that's what I have, Chantel, about Gavin. He seems like he's such a cutie patootie. Like, I feel like I feel like he's such a cutie patootie. Friends, how many of us have them? Friends, exactly. Ones we can depend on. I need friends. I hope all is well with everybody on the chat. Let's see if we can get to 200 likes tonight, you guys. What do y'all got? What do you think? What do you think? And James, how do you know that I was about to say something to you? It's cool watching me do me. Thanks, Miss Naya. I want to call you Miss Naya too now. Thanks, Miss Nay, Miss Naya. She was doing a reading. Yes, I was doing a reading. Can you tell me my next 5-year timeline? Based off of your trajectory at the moment, mind you, whenever we take a peek into the future, we can always adjust. So based off of your timeline now, this year I see you learning your worth. The next year, I see you being happy after you knowing. So this year is a year of you knowing your worth and you exerting that. So I don't want to go there, genuinely. I don't like those people, genuinely. I love those people. I'm going to hang out with you. I love you. I'm going to hang out. I want to express my... So I see you being a person to really live authentic this year. And the next year, you're going to be probably living in the proper manifestations that you would like for yourself. The third year, I see you kind of slowing down a little bit. So let's say you're single. I see you becoming in a relationship by the third year. You're kind of slowing down a little bit. Maybe something is caused for this. Okay? I see you being in a light energy. Predict what I'm about to do. Rick, shout out to you for the super sticker. I'm finishing this out. Your fourth year, let's say you had a baby. Let's say you had a baby your third year. You was barefoot and pregnant that year. This year, you're learning how to be a new parent or something. Something that has happened this year on the fourth year that has you in a place where everything is fine, but you're learning something new, so you're trying to adjust. If you're not careful, you're stressed out. But because you're smart, you know you're not stressed. You're just developing a new skill set. By year five, you have now got to a position to where you feel like you got a handle and a hang onto. You might be mixing some things, but you feel like you have a hang on what you learned about year 4. So you was a beginner in year 4, just thrown out into the water. But year 5, you kind of got it. Overall, I see you being a person that's able to go with the bends and turns in life. Predict what I'm about to do. Rick, I think you are going to honestly, you're probably going to go to bed soon, but let's see about tomorrow. Your plans for tomorrow, I think it's a Queen of Wands energy. A Queen of Wands energy is looking to see you or vice versa, okay? And it could be somebody who sometimes you argue with. I heard you slept with this person before, but you might argue with this person at some point. But it's kind of like makeup. It's probably like makeup sex, Rick. Rick, I think tomorrow you might have some makeup sex, Rick. Bottom of the deck, I think this is going to be brought to your attention. Rick, I think you might make up with somebody tomorrow. So you don't like to tell people, hell nah, you won't be in a relationship. Well, this is the thing. Sometimes I predict, sometimes I can see a little bit about what people, sometimes I see what people desire. But if I don't necessarily see them in an energy to attract a relationship, I will tell them the tools on how to attract a relationship. Does that make sense? So like, let's say somebody was narcissistic and they ask me, when am I going to get a relationship? I see that they're narcissistic and people don't like them. So I would tell them, I think you might get in a relationship once you drop this behavior and this behavior. Once you heal this and focus on this, I think your relationship will come in this time. So sometimes my readings is like that. It's not that I route tape. I know how, like, this world is very changeable. So because I know that, I try not to limit people. I try to show them the option that is going to give them a result that I see that they do desire. So if it does administer, if it does, you know, call them into change, that part is on them at that point, you know? So I don't like to lie. I don't like to lie to people. No. So I wouldn't be a person to lie to somebody. Sometimes I'll tell them, I'll be like, well, I'm not going to lie. Your energy's kind of coming out like this. So you're not going to have that. So I don't try to lie to people. No. Is that the one I read? Sorry, you guys. My eye contact, like, sometimes my eye contact gets in the way because it's like, I don't know. My eye contact fell out my eye. My eye contact fell out my eye, so I need to go pick me up some new ones. I'm not saying the way you are talking about. Repent and seek your Heavenly Father. Amen. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Julrae, who was you proposing live in your chat? I wasn't proposing. Right. I was wondering again what was happening. Oh, okay. Sometimes random people ask me questions and then I will give them their messages. So, you need a reading, please? You say you never lie. Oh yeah, I don't go out my way to lie to anybody, no. So like there's been times where I'll read somebody and like they're absolutely in the most effed up energy ever. I can tell them their energy, but because I know how life can be, and if I see that they would like that timeline, I tell them what they would need to implement into their life to achieve that result. So for instance, let's say that you ran into an ignorant teenager. Like genuinely, they don't know. And the teenager's like, I'm about to go to an interview at McDonald's at 3 o'clock. This is what I'm wearing. And they wearing street clothes. You can tell them, oh, you're not going to get that job because of look how you wear. And you can leave it at that. But let's say you're trying to actually guide them. Okay, spiritual guidance. Let's say you're trying to guide them instead of just telling them, oh, with your results right now, you're not going to get the job because of that. Instead of doing that, you tell them, you know what will be better? You know what's going to be beneficial for you? Because you have X, Y, and Z, I think that you should adjust here to get this result. That right there is the guidance part of what I try to give to people. Jean, you're talking about James. Remember you were tweaking last live and drinking piss? I'm drinking piss now. Jules is in fact still live. What you doing, Jules? Hey. I did say I was going to stop the readings part though. I'm probably going to put my cards up tonight. Can you give me one more reading about my son Trenton? He's 22. Let's do about Trenton. Trenton. I see a lot of things coming in for Trenton at this time, okay? I don't know if Trenton is like a straight A student. I see some level of overachiever, like he's a perfectionist in some type of way, meaning I see awards. If it's not right now, I just see him being a person that I just see it. Okay? I think that he's also a person that's very embraced. I don't think he loves social media that much though. He likes to watch social media. He likes to watch people do things on social media. I don't see him actually being in social media that much. Okay? You know how it is, like you can watch your favorite YouTuber, but you're not posting to be seen as a YouTuber. Does that make sense? So I see him hanging out with some people, celebrating things. I don't know why I heard church service, but I just kind of see I'm just seeing the energy of like being around good people, good energy, loving. Okay. Sometimes he loses focus at times, but it's just out of frustration. Like sometimes he might get frustrated on a problem, and then he's the type to wake up the next day with a solution, and it's solid. You're like, dang, Trent, so you just thought about that? Yeah, mama, I just went to sleep and I woke up and I just thought about it. And he'll have the answer, like just at a night's rest. He's able to properly cut off people, places, and things. Okay. Again, confirmation. He's able to cut off people, places, and things that don't serve him. Sometimes he does think about giving people the benefit of the doubt at this time in his life. However, that might cause him trouble in the future. I see him seeking guidance out from people, and the guidance might come from like church, or it might come from somebody who has a strong faith background. I see him seeking somebody. It could be somebody online that he looks up to, but this person has some type of formal traditional background that actually gives him great advice about how to maneuver in life. So these people that he holds on to, I see him being able to call a thing for what it is and be like, you know what, I'm good on that, man, but that's cool. Okay, I see he's a person that has a spark about him. He has optimism to some extent. Sometimes he doesn't all the way believe in himself. So that right there is probably a character flaw, and it's not balanced. His unbelief in himself, I don't know exactly what's the root cause of that, but it's not, I don't see him being a person that shouldn't believe in himself. I think he might grow into his confidence. Maybe he was a kid that grows into his looks or something like that. Grow into something. Okay. I see he might be a fast talker. If not, I just see him being a person that could be like a good salesman in the future. He's a person that actually loves the home. Like he loves being home. He really cherishes the people around him. He does love, he's kind of sentimental in that regard. He, like, if you were to say y'all can't do anything but be in the house, this kid would be okay with that. Okay. When it comes to times of him having a short fuse temper, he's a person that actually reflects and looks within. You know what, Ma? I'm sorry. I should have never did that because I thought about it, Ma. I thought about it, Mama. Like, if I would, he's one of those types of kids, okay? He really honors you as his mom. He really loves you and honors you as his mom. And sometimes he does feel the need to break free and have his own identity as who he is as a kid, away from mama calling the shots. But that's what everybody goes through in life, okay? I don't know how old he is, but something like sometimes when he wants to call his own shots and you kind of tell him that you don't feel the same way, it makes him lose confidence. He loses confidence sometimes. Sometimes if you were to administer more confidence in his own decisions and ideas, I think it would benefit him a lot, okay? Again, it would benefit him a whole lot. Sometimes he just needs to know somebody has his back, mama. Okay? Sometimes your boy, this one, Trenton, sometimes he don't feel the feeling of somebody having his back. So if you go out your way to make him feel like somebody has his back, I see it really benefiting him a lot. So that was my last reading of tonight. Okay, I'm putting up my cards. And we just going to chill and chat if you guys want to stay for that. Okay, we're going to chill and chat. It took me so long to put that up. Oh my gosh. I see he's a back. That's always good to the fridge. That dog, welcome back. I think you actually have a gift because I was just thinking you would be a good salesperson. For real. Tell your gays, James, just come in my face and disrespect me with these gays. Jean, aka Cavalier, what you talking about? Chevalier, what you talking about? Do you guys think we can get 6 more likes? Drea, welcome. Julrae on Instagram. Follow. Drea, welcome back. How are you? I see Dree putting her cards away hella slow. Yeah, I had a little mix up doing that. My Snapchat, do you guys want my Snapchat? I feel like my eye contact is like making me look crazy. Like I can't see out my eye. Snapchat. So my Snapchat is RAEJULPLS. That's my Snapchat. RAEJULPLS. Rachel, please. Julrae, do you have an Instagram? Not at the moment, no. I do have an Instagram, but I haven't posted up there, so that's why I say no. You're welcome. You're welcome. Do I have an email? Yes. Did I get your Instagram right? My Instagram is not the same as what it used to be. I'm gonna put my email in the chat, you guys. That's my email in the chat. Yes, that's my Snapchat and that's my email. It's in the chat. My Snapchat, I'm gonna spell it. Hey Shardy, how we doing? I'm doing good. Damn, Daniel. Somebody named Daniel tried to add me as a friend. That's Daniel is Chevalier, by the way. That's the person that just added me, was Chevalier. I look good today. Thank you. You're right. You still ain't hit that backflip yet. I'm so weak. I feel like my lips is peeling. I feel like my lips is peeling. God bless you. Thank you. I sent some pics to email. I didn't get an email. I'm still here so you don't get fined. Bonjour. Bonjour. Check my spam. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm checking my spam. I'm not gonna lie. I'm checking my spam. I don't see it. They probably sent it to the wrong Rachel then. Probably. You guys, I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna get off the live stream soon. What y'all think? Should I take another shot? Drew, I'm gonna get you. I'll give you 50 bucks to see. Do you guys think I should take another shot? I'm kind of getting sleepy, you guys. It's 3:30 in the morning. It's 3:30 in the morning on a Friday night now. Well, it's a Friday morning. I love you, feet. Fucking Robotess said, I don't know why this shit got me lazy right now. Yeah, baby, who cares? Baby, who cares? Bring him on into my place. You don't know what you did to me. Your body lightweight speaks to me. You don't know what you did to me. Your body lightweight. Anyways. You guys, when I get off of this live stream, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get so comfortable. You guys. And then I'm going to probably get me something to eat before I go to sleep. I know that's so bad. I only ate one meal today. I feel like I waited so long before I ate my first meal today. So it's like I feel like I need to eat again. Jewel, you think 2016 was the greatest year? It absolutely was. That wasn't a myth. That was not a myth. 2016 actually was a good year, despite contrary belief. Your worst days was absolutely the best days, even in 2016. I really don't know how to explain it. I don't know what everybody did to the year 2016, but it was actually a really good time. Yo, cover your bob. I see your book. Tan line. I don't have a tan. I don't think I have a tan line. You're going to drunk text my ex like your prediction. You're going to drunk text your ex? All right. If y'all, Simon, I guess we drunk texting tonight. I guess we drunk texting tonight. I myself am going to get extra comfortable though. And as much as I love you guys on the live, look how much views you guys gave me today. Like, this live is probably going to do like 20K. The live before this was like 86K. What the hell? What the hell are y'all doing? So, I think you guys are fun. 86K is beating my new record because last year, my highest viewed video, I think, was like 76K or 56K. I don't remember at the moment. So I love you guys. Make sure you guys double tap the live. If you're new here, make sure you guys double tap the live stream. Subscribe to the channel. I do these readings all the time. I also am just, I try to show myself often. So we did grow the channel exponentially. At least we gained 500 subscribers today. Jewel, we not gonna get you to 1 million. Y'all gonna get me to 1 million soon? That'd be cool. Am I going to bed? I really want to get comfortable. Like, thanks, James. Thanks, James. I really want to get comfortable. I want to put on like a big ass lazy t-shirt, maybe. I don't know. Sometimes I sleep naked. Whew. Sometimes I sleep naked, so I can't promise you I'm gonna be clothed when I get off this live. Jewel, how you want me to contact you for a feature? Destroy, do you follow me on Discord? If you follow me on Discord, send me a private, like, PM, DM, I don't know what it's called. Send me like a private message on Discord. James, why you say that? James, why you say that? I'll do it when I'm free. Later? Okay, cool. James, why you say that? He told some, damn it. Jeez, wear a jacket. I don't make you comfortable. Jewel, damn it. Why are you guys saying damn it? You, that girl who was showing your thong the other day. Hi, welcome to the live. Hi, welcome to the live. Beautiful hair, thank you. He said that clip is holding on for dear life. Jewel's so enticing. So anyways, I'm about to get off of the live, you guys. Love you guys. Thanks for giving me so much attention today. What if I really needed some attention? What if I really needed some attention? You guys gave me some attention today, so thank you. And you guys showed love on each live with the super stickers. So shout out to you guys. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Talk to you guys later. If you need me, you know where to find me. Yeah, she was shaking them pancakes on live last time. He called them pancakes. He's a member, by the way. He's calling them pancakes. Y'all know he don't know ball. He don't know ball. He talking about some pancakes. Diabolical. Love you guys. Talk to you guys soon. Kisses. Hugs. I'm about to go get comfortable. I might get me something to eat. I don't know what exactly it is that I would want to eat, but I'm gonna eat something. So kisses again. Hugs. If you guys need me, come to my pages. Leave me comments. I love to look at the comments. If you need me, leave a comment on the page. Sex. I might get naked. Who knows? Me too. That's not y'all business, matter of fact. Anyways, bye you guys. Also, James needs to text me. Let me stop being tacky. You gonna be on live tomorrow? I plan on it. Lately, I've been going live every single day. So I'm gonna start letting you guys know about the other channels that I have, just in case a situation happens to where I get banned on this channel again. So I'm gonna start going live on this channel and maybe the other channel too. So I'm trying to build the other channel. I came to tell you that you're gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you. Anyways, love you guys. I'm off for this. Goodbye. See you guys.